So everything's protected. I started off the day just hanging on my pieces. Hopefully we're a little more alert now tactically. Don't know why I'm so sleepy. There's not enough oxygen in my room. I may have to open the window. Not enough oxygen in the office. I think that might be the problem. But generally speaking, I mean, this idea of playing the King's Indian attack, it's a transpositional thing. I mean, you don't play d3 on move 1. You play knight f3, you play g3, and you see what develops. You wait and see what develops, and if the situation is favorable, you're going to transpose to a King's Indian attack type of position. And here we have a couple options. He's down in exchange. He has really no comp. He's down a pawn. And I'm still having hallucinations. I think I'm going to take a short break after this game for 2 minutes or 3 minutes and run and get some coffee. Bishop d2, e5. Opens up my king a little bit, but it gets rid of this backward pawn that I have. I don't think the open king is going to really cost me too much here with the queens off the board. So I'm just feeling sleepy. Gonna get some more coffee, get some oxygen, and we'll be back after this game. Here I better be careful because the guy has a lot of knight forks. I'm trying to get my rooks active. I don't mind sacrificing a pawn to get on the 7th rank or something like that. However, he's got a serious threat. Looks like knight d7 here. Stop bishop f4, which was my other plan. But I'm up a clear pawn. Excuse me, exchange. Pawn, exchange, whatever. It's all the same, right? I feel that I'm short of oxygen or something. Not enough air in the room. So we're gonna get a coffee, open the window, and come back and stop hanging pieces. So the a5 pawn is sort of indirectly guarded because I have rook a8. Maybe not, though. Maybe I have to play... Maybe there is no solution here. He's going to get multiple pawns. I think I messed this up to the point where I'm going to have to really struggle to win it. He's also got c4. Yeah, this may actually be a draw. I don't know, with the pawns on both sides. I think I still have reasonable winning chances. But the technique was bad. Definitely not good. Yeah, I've got to watch the knight forks. I couldn't play rook c3, rook takes c4 right away with my king on f7. So... time getting low. I think we're going to win a pawn. We are threatening to win the game by winning that pawn, I think. We're threatening rook takes g3. Actually, we had rook takes g3 last move. Okay, guys, so I'm a little bit sleepy yet. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back in 3 minutes. I don't know what's up with me, guys, but we've got fresh air and coffee. I slept really well last night, so I don't know why I'm so brain dead today. Like I'm missing all kinds of tactics. Liberian, you're up, and Ghost Mind is next. Welcome everyone to the stream. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Pawn Fractal, Swed Life. Anya Sanya likes Kramnik too. Gotta love Kramnik. Kramnik is such a dedicated professional. Liberian, how can I avoid the London system, man? Alright. I gotta avoid the London system somehow. I'm gonna play c5. Leaving my normal repertoire. Wow, bishop f4 anyway. Why don't you play c3 there? If you want to play a London system. I mean, this is okay for white, I guess. This is a strange line. It's kind of like, I don't know what you call it. The Latvian defense, the Baltic defense reversed. But whatever it is, I guess it's playable, right? It's probably equal. Looks like the b6 pawn is kind of tender here. I was having a lesson with a student yesterday who plays, one of my students plays the London system. And he had a game. We were discussing this type of situation where he played b3 instead of playing queen c1. And I was trying to explain to him that in general, because I know you do this sometimes, Liberian, you have trouble deciding like where to put your queen. Like once you put it on c2, I think. But it's usually best to put it on b3 if you can, or c1 perhaps. c2 is kind of vulnerable. Knight b3, better than b3. We all hate having our knights on b3 or b6, but it's sometimes necessary evil in chess, right? So got fresh air, I've got coffee. We're gonna play better. Anybody have any chess related questions? I'm just starting to wake up. Did e5 knight takes d4 win a piece? You mean e5 last move? Oh, the break message. Sorry, guys. I didn't drink my coffee yet. Yeah. I don't know what's with me today. But so sorry, 100 people were like, break is still up. So looking forward to white castling kingside and getting mated because his knight is offsides. Well, yeah, it's not so easy. He's white, he has an extra move to start with. This is like a weird position. My queen isn't all that great on b6, honestly. So this is why I love to play the longer time controls, guys. I can talk about the positions and sometimes in abstract ways. Not just like this goes here, this goes here, this goes there. I mean, you know, are you going to do that like while playing Blitz? I mean, it's nice to have an extra 5 minutes during the game that I can actually talk before I lose to Liberian on time. So I think d5 is a principled move here. I've been thinking about this, and he can try to break it up, but seeing that his knight's not on c3 yet, we might as well play d5. There are other options. g6 would transpose to a kind of like English reversed. Bishop d3. I think white is flirting with trouble here. You know, eventually I'm going to take the center, as I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the center eventually. So white had a lot of options in that position. I'm not sure that bishop d3 is the best move for white. And here, okay, I'm not going to let you break my pawns up. I don't think it would be the end of the world, but well, it reminds me of like a Grunfeld, but no one's fianchettoed. So it seems bizarre to call it like a Grunfeld, but the structure, the piece configuration, I guess, is kind of like a Grunfeld. So knight d2, Liberian playing very fast. I'm going to develop sensibly. White's piece is not really on the best squares. Bishop d3, knight on b3, knight on d2. And here, this is a situation where I'm going to play rook d8. This is a move to discourage breaks against my central pawn. It's kind of like I'm playing the white side of anti-Grunfeld, or like Russian variation of the Grunfeld, which I think in a way should be classified as an anti-Grunfeld. If we consider the Grunfeld like main line as the featured main line of the Grunfeld, the exchange variation. So Liberian just being practical, but he's ceded the center here, so he's trying to move fast. But I don't like, that he's giving me a lot of center. I like it, but I don't like it for him. I mean, from his perspective, I think he's giving me too much control in the center. Swid Life said he used to watch 2500s play 3-0 all the time now, but I prefer railing 10-minute classical. Well, you can probably learn a few opening tricks in the 3-minute games, but I think for the most part, yeah. Here, White hasn't made any real weaknesses, but I do like my position. Maybe my rook would even be happier on A8. Maybe I should have rook A8 and rook D8 optimally here. Rook E8 is not that useful, to be honest. We're trying to exploit the knight on B3. And Liberian doesn't want to commit himself to anything, but he has to watch out for the diagonal G1 A7. If he tries to break with E4, Black has tactics with knight to G4. So he can't free himself really here, and is suffering from a kind of lack of squares for his queen, though his favorite square C2 is available. I wish I had 4 rooks, one to put on A8, one to put on C8, one to put on D8, and one to put on E8. Unfortunately, we have just 2 rooks, and we have to decide where to put them. Well, I think I'm going to change now. There was a game yesterday, I don't know if you guys remember, where I was joking that I played rook D1 and I wish I should move it back to C1. It might have actually been against Liberian, I don't remember, but I'm going to do it here. I'm going to just play according to the position of his pieces and change my mind with rook C8, because I think that this makes his queen uncomfortable.